Good morning, everyone. It's Terry and Stephanie West with 270 Smokers. This morning we're going to be cooking some ribs on the 270 GS. We've got the smoker set up in our typical smoking fashion. So we've got the hot Royal Oak briquettes on one side. We've got a drip pan down there to catch the fat. And then we've got a smoking rack on. And our fire setting is that we've got, this is what we use for any type of smoking. We've been setting this with basically one triangle of air open on one side, and then the other vent is closed completely, and then our chimney cap is on a diagonal. So we've taken 3 racks of ribs, and these are just your basic 3-pack from Sam's Club or any other place. We've trimmed them down to about 10 bones a piece. Actually 9 bones on these because they were pretty fatty, pretty big thick ribs. So depending on what you choose, you'll want to trim to 9 or 10. And we've got 1 rack that's going to fit underneath our GS rib rack. And you saw Terry place the trim from these spares down below on the other smoking rack. So we had a smoking rack with the meat, then our grilling rack, and then he's loading the ribs onto the GS rib rack. And we've seasoned these just, for our consumption here. We're going very simple today with just a basic salt and pepper. We're just trying to reduce our sugar content a little bit because we're going to have some nice kale salad with this and some grilled pineapple, and both of those have plenty of natural sugars. Okay, it's been an hour, so we're going to just do a little check on the ribs. Ooh, I think those are looking mighty good. Oh, nice and juicy. Really uniform. Look at that. And again, this is just salt and pepper that we've put on the ribs. We haven't spritzed them. This is the first time that we've opened them since we put them on an hour ago. And then you can see I did add, I added a little chunk of maple wood right after we put these on. And I'd forgotten to mention that earlier. And then Terry just went ahead and spun those ribs. And that's it. Okay, it's been 2 hours. We're going to check on our ribs. They're looking beautiful. We've got a very sunny day, so I'm not sure if this is going to pick up well in the video, but these look absolutely gorgeous and are definitely, based on color and pullback, these are ready to wrap. You can see that the ribs that are on the vertical supports get a little more heat, a little more done than the rack that we've got that's just laying, horizontally underneath it, and in part as well because it's shielded from the ribs that are on the vertical. These are looking absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to go ahead and just position that, put the this rib up onto the support, and we can check too on how the tips and such are doing underneath. The little trim pieces, oh, those are looking great. These are looking great. Okay, great. Okay, the only thing we're going to put in our wrap today is just a spritz of butter. Again, this is just a nice Homestyle rib, and we're not looking to add any additional sugar to this beautiful pork. And that gives us the option if we want to have a little bit of glaze or a sauce on it. Later it'll just be the final touch. And now we're just going to wrap these up in aluminum foil. Okay, we've spritzed them with the butter. Now we're just going to wrap them in some aluminum foil and put them back on the smoker. Since we're not adding any sugars or real braising liquid, we're going to put these on the foil where they are face up. Otherwise, for like a competition rib, we would put these face down in the foil. This is a little folding trick that just makes it really easy that when you are using a braise, that when you're done cooking, you want a real easy way to get to that rib and check for doneness, and then also to pour out any liquid that has accumulated. before you let your ribs rest. So Terry's just creating a nice little pouch. Keeps everything really nice and neat. Then you would typically pour in that little braising liquid into that final end. And then just fold that over. Fits into the smoker really nicely and is really easy to undo as well. Okay, it's been 3 hours. We're going to go ahead and check our ribs. Okay, we're going to go ahead and slide the top ones over. The bottom ones were the first ones that we wrapped and put on. Remember, Terry's got this handy little fold trick with the foil, so it just makes it really easy for him to unwrap this and to check our doneness. Ooh, those look nice. Oh, beautiful. Those look perfectly done. We're going to start grilling some pineapple. This is literally just some fresh pineapple that I've got in a little bit of orange juice just to moisten that up a little bit. And we've put our grill grates on upside down. Makes it just real easy to maneuver around with this. They're looking good. Let's say a little bit longer. Some of these I've got cut thicker than others. I'm going to just give it a little more time to get tender. I'm going to give this pineapple another little check. Sometimes pineapple can take a little longer to grill than what you would expect. We don't have the heat real high, quite simply in that we're just using the residual heat from the charcoal. Here's the little trim pieces, the ones that we had on the bottom, actually on the bottom rack there. Just little individual ribs that had been trimmed off the end, and then the rib tips. Those are gorgeous. Look at how succulent that pork is. Oh my goodness.
These are moist.
Oh, those are beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, let's flip those over. Gorgeous. This is going to be an incredible lunch. We've got, everything's been done on the 270 GS. We've got just some beautiful natural pork, and I'll tell you that salt and pepper rub, just very, very simple application of that. That natural flavor of the pork really shines through. And then on the pineapple, we've just grilled that with, I think it had a little bit of fresh orange juice on there, and then a kale, Brussels sprout, and cranberry salad with a little bit of poppy seed dressing. Perfect lunch on a beautiful Saturday afternoon at 270 World Headquarters. Hope you can join us next time.